here doing an interview with a very powerful, you're 11, right? 10, even better. So as you guys know, I am here in Mexico with the top performers of PGI, but I have found the top performer, this one. Hi. So this is Nelly. Say your full name. Nelly, just pretty. I can never say it correctly.
No.
Okay, how do you pronounce
Like the
it?
whole thing.
The whole thing.
Nelly Yaskara Hospital Polakoski.
And that's why I can't say it. Excellent. And you speak 4 languages?
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. Well, I mean, that's good. I speak 1, just about. And you are the wonderful daughter of a very good friend of mine, Mark and Dana, which is awesome. They're your parents.
Yeah.
And for everybody watching, yes, we have asked permission. So, we're here in Mexico. What is it like to be away with your parents on a business trip?
Well, I have an occupation,
Okay.
which is the most important thing. It's fun. I think it's actually really interesting to see everybody like you. It's the first time I really meet everybody, except my parents. And it feels different not to have a screaming cat beside you.
What's your cat's name?
Ivory.
Ivory.
She also does
We love cats.
masterminding.
Oh, she does masterminding.
Yes. 'Cause
Okay.
when my dad is doing a call,
Uh-huh.
because she hasn't had her breakfast, she's screaming in the background.
Okay.
So.
And for everybody at home that is wondering what is masterminding, what would you say masterminding is?
Masterminding, like in this case,
Mm-hmm.
well, for you guys, it's either calls, like really like talking about your goal and what you're meant to do for your goal.
Mhm.
And for other people right now, you guys are talking about like what you can do forward for your business and stuff.
Totally. Yeah. What is your cat mastermind about?
Chicken.
The important things in life. Okay, great. So my questions, so I'm going to ask Nelly lots of questions because I want you guys to see what goes on in a 10-year-old's mind that is around this material, which I think is awesome. So firstly, how would you describe what me and your dad do?
I think what you guys do is you help people learn what's actually happening in their mind.
Mm-hmm. Why is that important?
Because what you think about always comes true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not like I'm about to fly, like that right now. Like physically right now, that's not what I really talk about. They are talking about really what you guys like, what's happening in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and then becomes physically.
What you think about turns into things.
Yeah.
Thoughts become
and
things.
the body is the instrument of the mind.
The body is the instrument of the mind. Excellent. And now, do your friends ever ask you what your parents do?
No. Oh, well, I think my teachers actually asked me, but really, I haven't heard any friends
Yeah.
ask me what they do.
Sure. So, if somebody asked you what is the mind, what would you say? Because that's a big question. A lot of people don't know what the mind is.
I think when they, like Bob says, I think when they talk about the mind, they think about the brain.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the mind is invisible, so that's why it's hard to imagine,
Mm-hmm.
because it's vibration and it's energy,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know where it is, but it's all over you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the place,
Mhm.
and the mind is, let's just say, in air.
Mm-hmm.
Just everywhere. So what you think about, then it's your vibration body. So if you're saying, oh, I'm so excited for my birthday party, your vibration will be really jumpy, like, I want it to come now.
Mm-hmm.
And is also going to be like very impatient.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything outside will just come like really happy to you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like something, you send something out, it comes right back to you.
Ooh, you send something out and it comes back to you. Awesome. And what do you send out? What do you want to come back to you?
A horse.
Oh,
just a horse cantering by. Just saying hi, just like, you want me? That would be something that would like to come back.
Totally. So you want a horse.
Yes.
Excellent. And you want to, well, tell everybody what your goal is in life.
To be an Olympic master at dressage and jumping, mostly dressage, obviously. And second, I have like 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second one is an animal sanctuary in the mountains, and there's like all rescued animals. And I have those little like wooden cabins I really like, but like big. And then there will be like land all over the place with a river and everything, like from fish to bears, all rescued. And there's a lake where like the bears can go like hunting, and then
Now hold on. Will the bears not eat the fish?
Yes.
Okay. And
But
you're
not
cool
the-
with that?
Yes, because
Okay.
that's nature.
Okay.
But not like they're going to like be free and not in a cage,
Mhm.
having fish and not having their instincts. They will have a lake and they will all be there, but the fish like being rescued will be set apart from them.
Okay. Good idea. Yeah.
So then they could have names and the other ones can just be eaten by bears.
Now you told me you were going to name your fish.
Yes. I'm gonna name all the animals
Great. Okay. Awesome. And where is this sanctuary going to be?
in the mountains.
In Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay. So you live in Mexico now.
Yeah.
And do you love it? How is it like living in Mexico?
It's actually really comfortable. Where I live right now, it's really comfortable. I really like it. It's cozy, and I have my cat, and then like we're lowly in the mountains, so we can see the mountains around us, and things are pretty close to us.
Good. Okay. So we've talked about your goal. So for everybody watching, why should everybody have a goal? Or let's even start, what is a goal?
A goal, people say it's hard, but I really don't get why it's hard, because really what you need to do is set something that you've never done before and that inspires you.
Why do you think adults find it hard to set a goal? Because you think it's easy.
Yeah.
Why do you think adults think it's hard?
Maybe because they have no idea what their goal is or what they could accomplish.
And why do you think you know what a goal is and how to accomplish it?
Well, I've been raised with the material, and it's like easier to understand if you're like already been raised with the material since age 0. Age 0.
Yeah, love it. So when we say the material, what does that mean?
I don't know if anybody watching this has heard of Bob Proctor.
They will have, yeah. So you tell the guys about Bob Proctor. Have you ever met him?
No.
Okay. Do you want to meet him?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If he smiles.
And what have you heard from Bob Proctor that has stuck with you? What do you remember? When you think of Bob Proctor, what comes into your mind?
Him in his suit.
Oh, you like his suit or don't like his suit?
Personally, something not that I would wear, obviously, but
Your dad wears pretty good suits.
he wears black.
I've seen your dad wear pretty awesome suits.
I think he also wears navy blue
Yeah.
because I think that's actually his like company color or something.
Okay, good, awesome. So we've talked about goals and they're important. Why do you think people need goals?
Well, first of all, it's to help you do something that you want to accomplish in life other than just working for someone. And to be happy with yourself for accomplishing something you've always wanted to do. And if you don't do that for the rest of your life, you'll not be doing anything that you want to be. And I think most people have spent their life working for someone else and never got their stuff being accomplished.
Totally. Love it.
And
this is great advice.
Kid, we all have imagination, just like I want a unicorn and I want to go over the rainbow. And then they're just like, a million, it's very easy to earn $1 million, and then
So it's easy to earn $1 million.
In their imagination as a kid, they're just like, it's easy. And then when they grow up, they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
I'm just gonna pass. Okay, do you think you'll earn $1 million?
Yes.
Oh, give me a high five on that. Excellent. So how much money do you want to earn? Do you want to earn a lot of money in life, or?
Well, I don't want like to have like my bank account is like full. Like, of course I want it full, but like not like those rich people that have a castle and everything. I just want to be a normal person in life, but be a happy person also, and not working for someone else.
Absolutely. So you want to be an ordinary person, but you want to live like an awesome, extraordinary life.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. Okay. So money is important, would you say?
Most people, yes.
Yes. Good. Okay. So my next question is, what is money?
I say it's air, love, and God.
Excellent.
Because it's all over the universe, and money is energy. You send out, if you want like money, it's like sending out and coming back to you. And God created money, so that's another thing. And you have to love money, but you don't want to love like be like stuck to it all the time.
Yeah. So what I say to people is, you got to love people and use money.
Yeah.
Don't use people and love money.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So I've got more questions for you.
That's what you've been doing the whole time.
That is what I've been doing the whole time. See, this is what us adults do. We become very like, we write down questions. We want to be prepared.
That's WhatsApp.
Is it? I know. That's where I made my list.
You know you can do it on notes.
I know. Thanks. So, you may be able to answer this. How do results happen in life?
By taking action.
Okay. And what makes you take action?
Being inspired by your goal.
Okay. And why do you think so many people get stuck and they just cannot take action?
Because they're stuck with their goal.
They're stuck with their goal. Okay. So goals is pretty important.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where everything starts.
Oh, okay. Great. And there's a word that me and your dad talk about all the time called paradigms. How would you explain a paradigm?
It's like having a habit.
Okay.
it's like a feared habit.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta change your paradigm, and by doing that is by thinking of something you want.
Mm-hmm. Back to goals again.
Mm-hmm. And then instead of like saying, I don't want this and I don't want that, just say, I want to be a veterinarian.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have that like scared thing of, what am I gonna do in my life?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people afraid of that.
Yeah. And then once they like don't know what they do, people just work for someone else, and if they fire them and they don't have no money, you go to the streets.
You go to the streets.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay.
So that's why you really want to start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Get it right from the start. Mm-hmm. I wish I had known this when I was 10.
I would have said I wish too, but I am 10, so I kind of already know it.
So do you ever get afraid?
Yes.
And what do you do?
Well, I always say I'm nervous, and then my mom is just like, why? And I'm just like, because of this. And she's just like, why? And I'm just like, I don't know. So sometimes I just like start doing nonsense in my head and think of things that are not really gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything works out great without really expecting things to be great.
Oh, so
Because-
that's the trick. You gotta expect things to go good.
Well, you want to assume. A lot of people say assuming is like, you don't assume. And then you want to assume how things are going to happen for you in a good way.
Yeah.
So you don't want to assume like, yeah, I'm not going to like that. And then you taste it and then you start liking it.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens to a lot of kids. I don't want to try applesauce, and then they end up liking applesauce.
Mm. Do you like applesauce?
Not really.
Me neither.
It tastes like baby puree on the kids menu. She should try apple one.
Brilliant. Okay, let me see. So I've asked you, what do you do when you're negative? What practical thing could you tell people to do when they're feeling sad?
Focus on what you want.
Focus on what you want.
I mean, if you're like cat or like thing passed away, I don't want to say a dog or anything because I don't want anybody to pass away. But if eventually that happens, I mean, you could be sad for a day. That's enough. Cause
just a day, guys. That's appropriate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause if you don't, that might end up being for the rest of your life.
Okay. So if I'm sad about something, it's important to almost be sad and kind of acknowledge it, because if you try to hide it, it could mean not so good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good advice. I like it. Okay. So to come to Mexico, so this one lives here, which is awesome. But you also had to fly to where we are, and you flew in a private jet.
Yes.
How was that for a 10-year-old?
It didn't really feel much different, but like it went way smoother because there was the check-in stuff and everything wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But our flight was delayed 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still not with a bunch of people. Well, kind of. It felt kind of because my parents had like 3 more people with them, and then they were talking super loud, and I had the headphones on, so I was just like not minding them. Just trying not to mind the very loudness of them speaking.
So the private jet experience was smoother, but kind of normal.
Yeah, because luxurious. I didn't go to the bathroom to see how beautiful the bathroom was, but
I did a video in the bathroom because the bathroom is very cool.
Yeah, I didn't go to the bathroom. I didn't need to. But...
And then did you tell me you got like a wee, like, golf thing taking you off? Like a wee...
like a little golf cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have just walked, but... Because it was like 10 seconds away. Like 10 seconds, and I think like one of my dad's team members said we could have just walked. And I was just like, I think in my head was just like, I agree. We could have just walked.
Love it. Good. Okay. What about, do you ever worry about what other people think of you?
No.
Okay. How come?
Because that's their own business. I just mind mine. Because there's a lot of people that think, what are they going to say about me? And I'm just like, okay. I mean, I sometimes get emotionally involved in it because I kind of feel like threatened sometimes if people are talking bad about you. But you just will want to forget it because nothing is really going to happen to you.
Yeah. So don't worry about what people think of you. Excellent. And if you could give advice to somebody, maybe it's a 10-year-old, maybe it's a 50-year-old, and they're watching you and they're thinking, wow, she speaks 4 languages, she's flying in a private jet, she's going to have this awesome sanctuary with bears and fish with names. They're looking at you going, wow, you have got it all together. What advice would you say to somebody watching now if they wanted to change their whole life around? What should they do?
Change their life.
Yeah. And how do you change your life?
What do you want?
Back to the goal.
Yeah.
I love it. So everything you've talked about is goal, goal, goal. Every time we talk about something negative, you're like,
go back to the goal.
Just go back to the goal.
Yeah.
I love it. And do you think about your goal every day?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm busy with some things.
Uh-huh.
Like school. That's a thing for 10-year-olds.
Do you like school?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You do a lot of stuff.
Yes, I do. 4 times tennis, 1 time fitness, twice horses, twice German, and 1 time art.
And what do you think has been the biggest lesson that your daddy has taught you?
I don't know. He's pretty annoying when he says stuff to me, but...
That's dads for you.
Yep.
But he's a pretty awesome dad.
Sometimes.
But he's given you this mindset, hasn't he?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, we'll get off the page of parents.
Yes.
Because when I was 10, I kind of didn't want to go there either. Okay, so give one piece of advice to people, or just what have you got to say to the world at 10 years old? Or put it this way, what would you say to other 10-year-olds right now?
I wouldn't tell them anything because there's a lot of people. I think I already tried at several people to explain them a few things, and I think they were just like, like really just like, what is she talking about? I was just like, I think they were just like, please mind your own business. And I was like, I don't think kids that don't really know the material, I don't think they're gonna believe other kids because they can just say, yeah, very funny joke. Like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Don't force them. That's good advice.
Because they're not going to believe you.
Why do you think people don't believe in this stuff?
Well, they could have been raised to believe, like Bob said, things are not possible, or that's just for kids, or your imagination is for a child and not for you. Or as an adult, like your imagination was when you were a child and not now.
Yeah. Because lots of adults forget about the imagination, don't they?
Yeah, they're just like, okay, I have to work. Like, wake up.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm trying to change in the world. Getting people to waken up and use their mind.
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of effort, but day by day, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like the whole mastermind is trying to help everybody.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, guys. So there you go. There is advice from our wonderful 10-year-old. And please say your name again, because that was fabulous.
Nelly.
No, say the full thing.
Nelly, just gotta hospital wala ko.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. High five.